All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started today and let's have some fun. My name is Ray, last name is Reynolds, write it down. I want to do one thing today. I have someone that's a guest online today. It's kind of fun, kind of a celebrity. What I did with him is he had all these people today that says, "Will this work?" blah blah blah. I always like the naysayers, the ones that complain and will it work, will it not work? Well, I just popped their clients. They're not my clients yet. Each a $10,000 card. Just had some fun. So that means basically it worked. And now they sell me a bunch of money. Isn't that fun? So again, Ray Reynolds at Ray Reynolds University, and have some fun today and play. And let's write down some things, please. Ultimate goal. All right, can't take pictures, can't record. Please get a tablet and pen. Write it down again and again. Me being born in a taxi, that kind of sucked. From anywhere from homeless to million to billion. But my story started. I'll show you that too. Today, write down today's date. Write down the end of the year. If I can get 6 mansions and 3 yachts and some Lamborghinis and a collection of 15 in a big building, so can you. Ultimate goal is I like making millionaires. But procrastination, I don't have that. Do you? Remember, time, I don't control it, but neither do you. Let's remember one thing. We can't waste a second of the day that God gives us because we never know when we're going to die. Like me, 2009, there I am in a coma. Died at 5:41, July 5th, 2009. 12 years ago, too. So me, I listened to a poker game. That's right. The family I'm being used and abused and dropped me off at the pier every day at 6:30 in the morning. Every Wednesday night, they had a poker game. You know what they all said? Blah, 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 as far as I'm concerned. But when they said a corporation is a legal person, and I went to the library and I connected the dots, that's how I got my first million of my billions. So let's see if we can play. You got a corporation today, you need a blueprint. You need to give it life too. So the bottom line is pretty simple. Winning the battle. So today, let's understand something, getting past go. I'll show you my 15 Lamborghini part of the collection. The Duffy, the 6 mansions, how I broke the record in 1981 for the highest kick on the planet. I just wanted to prove white men do jump and stupid people say we don't. I parked my race boat in my backyard. Where do you park yours? Helicopter. All right, largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor, 3 yachts and some Ferraris too. Write down Ray's rules today. Let's teach you how to play. Ultimate goal, July 4th, 2009. There's me in a coma. I got to die. It kind of sucks. But the next day, look at me. Look at me. I look terrible. That's what I look like when I'm dead at 5:41. But God gave me a chance to come back and play with you. So ultimate thing today to just pay attention. Let's do this. Let's think about the knowledge. Why did you bring the pain home in the first place? I bet you brought it home because you didn't know how to play the game of business or life. You brought the pain home time after time again. Lack of knowledge. Let's give you the knowledge you've been missing long ago too. Credit repair companies, fraud. That's Federal Trade Commission. All right, you got to rebuild it. It's just the truth because it's not broken. Ultimate goal. Why don't you Google Credit Repair Services Act? How about the Credit Services Act too? It'll tell you that it's fraud. It's provided by the Federal Trade Commission, by the way. Ultimate goal. We get to play the game. So that's what I want to do. 90 working days, you're stuck with me. Wouldn't that be fun? Seminar, workshop, boot camp. I got no excuses. You see, I'm the guy that was training all those rich and famous people for 40 years. How do you think they got all that money knowing how to play? They got to play with me like you get to do today. 4 ways to millionaire status. Simple. Lottery, inherit the money, a raise, or let me rebuild you. That's pretty simple to do. All right, but let's do this in 90 days. Is that okay with you? But I need you to follow through too. Private and meetings in person or Zoom meetings I have every day. You can call the office and schedule one too if you want to. Ultimate goal, there's only 1,000 steps to the $1 million dream. Today I'm going to give you the first 25 steps. If you write them down, please. Number 1 is go to raisecredit.com, clickety-clack, it's free. From there, get your report numbers in the right-hand corner, step number 1. Ultimate goal today, I want to talk about your SSN. That Social Security card you got in your pocket, probably your purse or wallet. Did you know you're not supposed to carry it with you? Did you know you got it to get a job? That's what they told you to do because we're a bunch of sheep. But we're going to teach you how to play today, even that it created your 1040 tax return. So today, pull it out of your purse and wallet. Let's read it. It'll say flat out, do not use for ID purposes. Step number 2. Then it says on the back of the card, it's not even yours. It's Property Source Administration, not you. So the ultimate goal, within 90 working days, I can make anybody's score go up, up, and away. Ultimate goal is for you. Step number 3. The main thing is never takes past 180 days. Average case is 90 working days, unless you mess up on you. If I ask you to do a thing or two, please just follow through. Here's Credit Karma. I wanted to prove that I can get somebody 157 points in 45 days. I have a program called Refresh. It blocks bad stuff and pushes the score up. I get to rebuild credit every day. It's kind of fun. Now the rebuilding process is simple. You can do it yourself. I wrote the national book from book and CD, or you can basically go to the workshop on Saturday at 8 o'clock too. Or you can turn around and let us rebuild it for you. And all you gotta do is call the office. But when we rebuild you, we had to wrap a rescore. And what happens is pretty simple. It's usually 90 working days. And we actually give you a credit card for $1,000 cash card back to you. Ultimate goal, we guarantee that 750 score. All right, we give you money back guarantee in writing. And the bottom line is all you got to do is learn to play with me. Have fun. Now here's the thing. You added yourself to the national mailing list. Sorry, you did it to yourself. All that junk mail and half the robocalls. Why don't you call 888-567-8688. Opt out for 5 years, please. Do that right away today. Step number 4. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. Plan the problem. Can you imagine this? Everybody plans, hey, they're just going to win. I plan the problem, and I cover myself every step of the way. You're going to say someone knocked you down, got you away, took it away from you too. By the way, it's probably a friend or family member, by the way. Now let's write down safety credit. The cards in my hand are $50,000 apiece. Here's what no one wants to tell you, the truth. Because I don't think they know too. The moment you take any credit card past 29%, all right, you jacked up your card, you dropped your score, you got stuck, you can't get any more. You see, you did it to yourself because you didn't know how to play the game. Today, what you're going to do in the back of every card, and you're going to put a sticky. You're going to put the limit, 25, 29%. Please do that right away. Remember, today it's pretty simple. Line of defense. Banks and grocery stores bankrupt. Locations get a tax write-off, and they get a tax bonus and write-off from their taxes too. You see, you and me, we're a bunch of ducks. So put the sticky there, write down, never bring the pain home again, please. Ultimate goal, step number 5. You see, what I want to do is help you from there. It's understand. You lose your job, God have mercy, what do you do? Everyone does the same silly thing. They run out of time, they run out of money. And then they jack up their credit cards in basically 42 days. Please don't do that anymore. You're using the wrong money in the first place. So repackaging your life, your house, your car, your bank account. Ultimate goal, like when I built credit for my cat years ago. I wanted to prove it could be done. Because cats have 9 lives, and as of today, so will you. Egg Magazine, How to Finance Your Business by Using Plastic. All corporate credits are write-off interest rate and credit card line of credit. And if you screw up a division, you get to write off that too. That's the grocery stores and the banks get to do. You see, you got to realize today, what if today you needed $5,000 now? What are you going to do? You're going to ask your friends, your family, the bank, they're all going to say no. The average person wastes $50 every other day. This $5,000 card is $50 a month if I have to max it out today. So let's understand, we got to learn how to play the game. They also say you waste $140 a week. Is that true? That means flat out, if I max out one of these cards today, the payment is $612.26. For what the average person wastes in a given month, I could have bought them 2 pizza restaurants with a drive-thru and stop wasting money and never bring the pain home. Would you stop bringing the pain home, please? Stop using the wrong money in the first place. So this is step number 6. So today what we get to do is basically understand reaching all the goals. I reached all my goals by the time I was 26. Under corporate structure, you're talking $2.6 billion. But I believe in God and I believe in me. Kind of like when I broke the world record for the highest kick on the planet. I wanted to prove white men do jump, and stupid people say we don't. Remember, God gave you a gift in a dream. See it, believe it, go get it. Now let's go back to your SSN for you. You see, you got to learn how to play. You got the SSN to get the job. Oh, goody. And then you plan your bills that week, and you think your paycheck's going to be this big too. You got the check and what the blank? What happened? They got their cut. You forgot about that, right? See, they get their cut, and then you get the leftover. You work for them too. See, we're all a bunch of ducks. Quack, 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 quack. But if you want to understand the truth, you get one SN on this planet. That's all you get. So you got to look at a different way to go play the game and learn to win. That's what I'm about today. I'm going to teach you to play the game and win. So remember, we're an SSN for a reason, because we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated. Ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, they print money 24/7. So today, write down race rules again, but this time write down 100,000. Could you imagine if you had 100,000 for safety credit? You only use 29%. You have 71,000 of safety. Case blank hit the fan, lost a job, or pandemic, you could feed your family up to 2 years. But instead, most of you, all you did is you bring the pain on because you didn't know how to play. Oh, well, what can I say? Stop using your personal money and credit to start a business and quit screwing it up. Never bring the pain home and use the right money in the first place. Is that okay with you? Ultimate goal, raise rules. Step number 7. So, we all got a sad story to tell. What are you going to start? My first coma at 5.5, I was told never going to walk again. God said, give me in 2009, I got to die. But me, I'm from Show Me State. There's one of the yachts, the race boats. They all got my name on it. There's you, Doc, and there's the address too. Check it out. When I was laying there in the hospital dead, they're asking my wife if I'm a donor. They're going to rip out my heart. Luckily, God let me come back again and play with you. What did I get to do? 5 weeks with an oxygen tank. I built another $1 million card again because I don't stay down like most of you. You got 4 ways to get to $1 million status. Simple. You've been looking all your life too. Number 1, win the lottery tonight. Inherit the money. Get a raise. Or let me rebuild you. I think I can do a lot faster. What do you think? So 5 closet divisions is what I always have. If rich and famous people can do this, banks can do this, grocery stores and cities can do this, why can't you? Because you can. Having 5 closet divisions lets you fight through the pain and do it again and again and never bring the pain home to you. Bottom line is God's delays are not God's denials. It's simple to do. What if today I wrote you a check for $1 million? What would you do with it? You got 30 seconds to figure it out. All right, you probably put it to the IRS and you pay tax on the interest you earn too. But if you would have listened to me, understanding the corporate secrets, as they call it, it absorbs all the money. It doesn't pay any tax until it basically has a profit. Well, if you spend all the money, what's left? No bill to pay, a tax. Pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance policies. SSN is an opportunity for the dream. You see, you could be winning that battle since you got out of high school. You should have in the first place. Step number 8. Now, private, again, personal, or private meetings and Zooms all the time. You want a private, let me rebuild you, let me know. Call the office, schedule that too. Grocery stores and banks and Sam's Club shut down locations, bankrupt them, write off on their taxes and get a tax bonus? Well, they do. See, they're using a branch number, tax ID and subsidiary. What I designed for you in 1986 is divisions and tax IDs. We get to play. Step number 9 today. Now, when you heard bankruptcy for cities, what did you do? I went to the court building the next day. I want to know how they play that game too. The United States of America Incorporated, 50 corporations called states, cities called corporations too. They set up the line of defense right in front of you. And they planned the problem too. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy, just in case. See, just because you have a bad day doesn't mean you bring the pain home. There's no reason to do that at all. Apple files bankruptcy in 97. Bill Gates was indicted 4 times. He writes a check for $150 million. And he saves their assets, and now they still don't pay any damn tax on trillions of dollars too. You get to learn to play. Now remember, we got one SSN. That's to get the job. Wow, what about an SS4? Can you write that down, please? SSN equals 1040. SS4 equals 1120. So what do we get to do? I want you to figure this out and use the word basically bankruptcy. Hey, I want world peace, but if blank hits the fan, it's not coming to my family like you did to you. There's no reason to do that in the first place. It's called getting your first job. Google bankruptcy. It'll come out and say SSN, we're all ducks, quack, quack, quack. or the also says SS4, corporation, division, subsidiary, more. Step number 10. So today, SSN equals a 1040, tax, and probate. SS4 equals 1120. And what do we get to do? Line 10, banking and credit purposes. This is the IRS public record right in front of you. You're allowed one of these, that's all you get. But these, you get more and more and more, up and away. But again, you just like being a duck, right? I don't think you like being a duck, do you? But again, you got choices. We get one SSN, one chance to win. No. I want to know how the rich and famous people do it too. SS4 gives you more chances to try to win. Is that okay with you? We're winning that battle starting today. All right, remember, 4 ways to do this. What are you going to do? Win the lottery? Inherit the money? Get a raise? Or is it faster? Let me rebuild you what you've been missing all along. Saturday, I got a class. I'm live in person. One of my billionaire clients has let me use one of their conference rooms in the city of Orange. So what am I going to do at 2:30? I'm having a stock kit / Q&A. All right, at 2:30, live in person, have fun. If you want to go, call the office. It only holds 8 people. I think they're already sold basically half them out anyway. 800-510-3338. Ultimate goal. What did I learn at 7.5 years old? This is what I got. I got so disappointed that day. Chapter 18. It's not legal advice. It just says, let's read it together. A corporation is a legal person that may sue or be sued. I want my blueprint, my rules, my tools. Well, you've been looking for all your life too. But I went to the library for almost 2 years. And I sent my money order away. And I learned how to play. I have a blueprint that works for everybody, 100% too. So let's remember today, someone might ask you if you're a member of the BBB. No, I do not give them $615, all right, to be ripped off by a fraud company that got indicted. And if you looked up BBB got busted in the first place, you wouldn't be asking the stupid question today. You didn't do your damn research. But again, you got 10 million companies that will not play their game. There's the indictment, and they changed their name to Business Alliance too. The courts even said, get out of the city. 2020 and CNN do not lie. Now, I got to incorporate rich and famous people for years. I've been the consultant for more rich and famous people in the world than anybody. I like having fun. I teach them how to play the game like I want to teach you. But I did create a program for people coming out of prison too. Freeway Ricky Ross, 20 years, rebuild his credit, get him a gold and a platinum card, paid over time to $1 million. So the bottom line is pretty simple today. So even Thomas was in prison for 26 years. Could you imagine today, if you want to learn to play, his dump truck business within 6 months is a couple million a year. You can play the game if you want to, but you got to beat that doubt. You're going to have to run your race too. All right, remember, that's step number 11 today. Ultimate goal, getting past go, kind of fun too. God's gift, let's understand. I parked the race boats and the yachts in the backyard. Where you park yours? Helicopter in one of the buildings, a Lamborghini too. All right, when I wrote Winning the Game of Business 40 years ago plus, I just want to repackage America like I want to repackage you. So today, remember when I was at the Bonaventure for 30 to 7 p.m. All right, and have fun. Now let's understand something today. There's 1,000 steps and rules and tools in the books. If you want a copy of the blueprint to Winning the Battle, it's simple. All you got to do is call the office today. And your house got robbed. You think this is a connection or two? Why don't we use Ray's rules? All right, never bring the pain home. Change your driver's license to P.O. Box or mailing address and protect your ass. And never bring the pain home again. Driver's Privacy Protection Act 2. Ultimate goal, what do you get to do? Step number 12. Now, here's the thing. Why divisions? I set up in 86 because I don't want to spend $5,000 for a bunch of corporation crap. I haven't made any money. Multiple functions. Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. From there, separate pieces and cash property. Then you can have a piece of real estate. You can have a franchise. So if rich and famous people do this in cities and grocery stores and banks, why aren't you? I don't understand. If you screwed up one of them, you still got 8 left to go, and go set up another one too. That's called buckets of money, tax balancing, become the bank. if you want to play. But again, that's up to you too. So let's talk about that car you drive today. Can you imagine? What did you do? You went to the dealership, got sweated for hours on end. Or you lost $5,000 in non-inquiries too. See, when they handed you the piece of paper and said, will you fill this out so I can ruin your credit? You signed it, and you went, bah, I'm a sheep. Now, from now on, Ray's rules, write it down. You're going to, all right, put next to your signature, it allows one inquiry, you're going to take a picture. All right, you're not going to let them do this again to you, ever again, step number 13. From here, the car, all right, fleet price tax ID into division. Personal, all right, doesn't even show up on the personal credit report. And it's truly a corporate car, and it's a full write-off too. You're just allowed to drive it. But some of you today, you have a repossession. Oh goody, the IRS can give you a 1099-C. Congratulations again. So what do you get to do? You drive that car to the grocery store in the bank, and a little bumpity, you get diddly squat at the end of the day. Is that okay? I think that's what you should do, but that's up to you too. Step number 14. Now, I teach how to buy the car at fleet price and tax ID through divisions every Saturday at the goal setting class. 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time too. Ultimate goal, what did I do when I had my 17 houses and they wouldn't give me number 18 years ago? I just put them in my divisions. Separate liability. See, your paycheck should be a break even. Corporations never pay tax until they make a profit. It's like Amazon's 10 billion and trillion. They pay no damn tax. Why would you? And congratulations again. Don't say loophole. It doesn't exist. They're doing what they're allowed to do. So understand, they pay tax on gallon of gas, all right? Property tax and all that same too. But the reality is they got so much damn money, they got their spaceships now. There's 3 of them. You want to go to the moon? Whee! They get to write that off too. Isn't that fun? But remember today, they're only doing what they're allowed to do. The Internal Revenue Service Incorporated rules corporations don't pay tax and make a profit. And they can't seem to change it anyway. So you could complain, or you can join the club and start winning the battle too. But again, it's up to you. Carl here had $1.2 billion in Bank of America and paid no damn tax. Corporations borrow money's not taxable. We get to play. All right, we don't want to create debt on a consumer, do we? If we took a credit card and took some money off that and loaned it to people, we bring back cash flow for you per time. That's about $2,500 a month, $10,000 a month, as much as you want. You want to file a homestead block or UCC without a mortgage anyway. See, you could create your own cash flow within about 10 weeks and replace your income or add to it. Mr. Buffett, kind of fun. Him and his father got all those businesses for free. Borrow money's not taxable, and then they transfer some stock here and there too. He owns his favorite 10. Ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy too. And Bridge Jewelry and Fruit of the Loom. The man's playing the game. You want to learn how to play? Let me know. Saturday, 7 a.m. in the morning, all through the day. Workshops, you get to play with me till 4 o'clock. It's simple. If all you want is a sub 50 score, I'll block, I'll push your score up some more. All right, it's going to be up to you. From there, you can do it yourself or go to the workshop. Or you can let us do all the work for you too. All you got to do is call 800-510-3338. Tell us what you want. We're going to make sure you design it just for you. Rebuilding the credit, rapid rescore. Bottom line is pretty simple. All cases are 90 working days, no case past 180 days, unless you screw up on you and you don't do what I ask you to do. Or you can give you a Visa card for $1,000. Is that okay? So the bottom line is you're guaranteed a 750 credit score. Could you imagine today, step number 15? But again, what did I do this morning at 10? Same thing I do on Saturday morning, set it for corporation. How do you name it? What state? What do you pick? What venue? What kind you want to? Level 1, divisions, how to do that. Wholesale price as well. So the bottom line is this is Wednesday or Saturday or both. For 30 days while I do the work for you, you put it here. Ultimate goal. Starter package for the millionaire, unless you want me to build the one you got. Credit rebuilding, rapid score, articles, also tax ID, setup in level 1. 30 days. $10,000 of cash credit to you. From there, it's pretty simple. Within 30 days, where you get to learn to play, and you call the office right away. Now, if you want $25,000 of cash credit, it's called Mainers in the making, so write it down. Same goodies, but you get $25,000 of cash credit. When you call the office, they'll give you the options of what you want to do. All you got to do is call 800-510-3338. Corporations offset taxes. So you get a paycheck today, it's taxed, you get the leftover, and you pay the payment gas registration starting today? See, number 18 is you're going to go to irs.gov, download an SS4 form, unless you want to stay being a duck, going quack, quack, quack. Up to you. So the bottom line today, all right, the United States of America Incorporated, I love it dearly, but everything I ever do, I learn to play the game. I read all the rules and the tools. The corporation's called states. States set up corporations called cities. See, right in front of you, they're doing the line of defense, but not you, of course not. Because you're not paying attention. You're letting life pass you by anyway. They created Chapter 9 bankruptcy. Just in case blank hit the fan, they get to bankrupt the debts of a city and stay in business today too. Bottom line is, you are we the people. And ever since Nixon took the gold standard out, hospitals have been federally mandated that any woman who delivers a baby within 3 hours or less must sign an SSN form. If not, baby's not going in the stroller, the car seat cannot go home. You got to learn to play. So online you see these websites, you don't need to guarantee. What a bunch of blah, blah, blah. To get cash credit cards, cash lines of credit, supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, lease credit, gas cards too, the interest rate, credit card line. Nothing to lose and everything to gain. Ultimate goal, we get to play, winning the battle starting today. Your house, you bought it, raise rules, right? Escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust. You didn't do that. And if they sue you, they take it away. And if you die, it's stuck into probate. And your family got diddly squat. Ultimate goal, what are you going to do? When you fix up a property, you going to hire that contractor that hires a subcontractor that stand outside Home Depot? And if they cut corners and slip and fall, they're going to sue you and take everything you got? Well, maybe you want to learn some of the secrets. And why don't we transfer it to a division? Assignment of equity, too. This way, at the end of the day, when they try to sue you, they get diddly squat. Why not? Ultimate goal, I like irrevocable trust. Pick what you want. That's what I'm going to pick. Goal is simple. That's step number 19. So, corporations don't pay tax and they make a profit. Not ever use your money. You got to learn the secrets how to get 70% off wholesale price. You don't have to pay a bill for 30 to 60, 90 days anyway. Escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Now you got up to $200,000 left over. Unfortunately, most men get money and they piss it away. But from now on, they're going to learn raise rules, leveraging money. University, all right, doing up to $1 million a day. Having fun with people like you. Paid $3 million to borrow money up to that. I would have told you to get a McDonald's for free. Your corporation should be a management company. You should be setting the line of defense. So they can't pierce the veil and come after you. Keep in mind, simple. If banks and grocery stores can do this, and rich and famous people can do it, and I wrote the rules about the 3-step, why don't you write it down? It's called disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Can't save the piece, might have to bankrupt it, but I keep the good pieces. But I'm not bringing the pain home like you did, which you should have never done in the first place, by the way. Ultimate goal, division and tax ID. Eventually subsidiaries too, step number 22. So the bottom line is, what are you willing to lose? Come on. What are you willing to lose? Okay? Have you brought the pain home? They're going to pierce the corporate veil, the division? I don't want to lose anything. I want world peace too. But if I have to lose anything, it's always a division. I'll go get another one and another one too. Remember, when we play any game, I'm going to win. Bottom line is pretty simple. When you play, you're going to want to get checkmate. Is that right? Because that's what winners do. Bottom line, step number 23. Amazing. Saturday at 2:30, all right, one of my clients is loaning me his conference room in the city of Orange. I'm allowing 8 to 10 people to come in person, go over their stock kit page by page and Q&A. If you want to be one of the 8, I think there's only 4 left anyway, 800, what do we get to do? 14th Amendment, turn corporations into people. Wow, the United States of America Incorporated. They have 50 states, corporations, cities are corporations. They're setting up the line of line of defense rights rules and make sure we don't bring the pain home ever again. Ultimate goal, that's step number 24. So what I want you to think about, if you want to rebuild that credit, you have to be a CFO. You do it yourself, you got a workshop, or you can let us do all the work for you too. All you got to do is call the office at 800-510-3338. Tell us what you want. Ultimate goal, when we rebuild it, remember, we always put a rapid refresh in place to block anything bad. We want it done in 90 days, but it might take 180 days. That's at the most, unless it takes longer because you messed up more than you. Bottom line is you're even given a Visa card, a $1,000 card, cash card, as an extra bonus too. 750 credit score. So, starter package for millionaire. All right, credit rebuilding, rapid rescore as we do this as well. Keep in mind, articles also tax ID set up in level 1 for 30 days. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. You're giving $10,000 of credit to this here. And what you get to do is play the game. So again, if you want 25,000 of credit, all right, you'd want to go into the millionaires in the making. So there's 10 or 25. You got to decide which one you want. From there, we do all the same goodies and all the things we get to do for you as well. So the bottom line is 800-510-3338. And you get that prize too. So remember today, it's pretty simple. All through the day, we have to do our best while Jesus does the rest. Amen to that too. Ultimate goal, the ability to play the game. So keep in mind today, your last and final step will be step 25. All right, and all it means is call the office and let them design a package for you too. 800-510-3338. That's 800-510-3338. We do our best all through the day, and we let God do the rest. And remember, God loves us all.